Oh no, I'm gonna be late for TP Talk.
I like my women tall. I'm gonna be late.
Oh, Bailey, we're gonna be late for TV Talk.
Oh, snap.
I wonder where they are.
6, 7, 8. Oh my gosh, I'm late for TV Talk. We gotta change. I got you. Wait, I'm gonna be late. Liz, we're gonna be late for TV Talk.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing here? It's Saturday. Live from Bottle Springs, it's TV Talk Live!
Hello BSHS and happy Friday. I'm Allie Washburn and here with me is Alex Carter.
Hey guys, this week we have a lot of things going on. To kick things off, we're going to pass it over to Lauren to add some light to our playlist.
Hey Bonner, ever wanted to go to a Cher Lloyd concert? You have a chance to win 2 tickets during lunch. But first, let me tell you about this week's featured artist. British singer and rapper Cher Lloyd is Britain's X Factor runner-up and has a #1 debut single, Swagger Jagger. Her first US single was Want You Back, which was released in May of 2012 and described by Huffington Post as an instant summer radio hit. Her first album, Sticks and Stones, was released in the US on October 2nd, 2012. Cher will be performing in Kansas City on March 18th at the Midland Theater. All proceeds will go to the video production department. We will be doing a raffle for these tickets. Each raffle ticket is 50 cents, so come and support both Go Moxie and the department. Have a good weekend.
My name is Ariana and I'm here with John Carter. Character trait of the month is goal setting, and John Carter has a very, very good story that we're gonna ask him about, okay? So, how are you today, John?
I'm fine. How about you?
Good. So you were in wrestling all your 4 years of high school, weren't you?
Right.
Do you remember your records from like your freshman and sophomore and junior year?
Freshman year, I was 0-21. Sophomore year, I was 1-21, and then junior year, I was 21. And this year, I'm 24-10, I believe.
24 and 10, that's awesome. And didn't you qualify for state?
Yep.
This past weekend?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you basically keep in sight of your goal despite, you know, all like your record?
Confidence. I always knew that no matter how bad my record were, like that I would always end up being good.
Was it hard, like when you would know your record and when people would ask you about it, was it hard to like keep going and striving, or?
Yeah, it was kind of embarrassing when I told them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So basically you just told yourself, you know, I'm gonna get better, I can do this.
Right.
Was there any people specifically that helped you?
Joe. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks for that, Lauren. Next off is the Dream Team, Kaleem and Bailey with this week's Challenge of the Week.
Thank you, Dream Team, for always keeping it entertaining. Hey, Allie.
What's up, Alex?
Do you have some aggression you need to work out? Do you have some unwanted pounds you would like to trade for a sleek, healthy body? Well, in 2014, you can take a kickboxing class as one of the new PE electives being offered at Bonner Springs High School. The course is open to anybody, man or woman, willing to get fit and kick it off next year in kickboxing.
What an awesome addition. I'll definitely have to check that out. Now, let's send it over to Cody for this week's weather.
Hey, it's Cody Cox with this week's weather report. Later in the week it will definitely be cold, but for today we have a high of 43 and a low of 19. Tomorrow we have a high of 28 and a low of 7, and Sunday we have a high, or should I say low, of 12 and an actual low of 0. Monday we have a high of 10 and a low of 0, and on Tuesday we have a high of 28 and a low of 5. Well, that's it for this week's weather. I'm Cody Cox. Back to you, Allie and Alex.
Thanks, Coach Sir. I wonder how the BSHS athletics are doing this week.
Let's ask Weston.
Welcome to the sports segment of TP Talk. As usual, it is I, Weston Vitt, so let's get started. This past Friday, the wrestling team headed to Holton for the regional and placed 4th out of 16 teams with 5 state qualifiers included. Josiah Seton winning a regional championship and staying undefeated this season with a record of 35-0. DJ Ballard also winning a regional championship and with a record of 31-4. Colin Waller at 21-11. Brian Lanning at 26-11. And Jonathan Carter at 24-12. They will wrestle today and tomorrow in Salina for state. Good luck, guys. On Tuesday, the girls and boys basketball teams took on Ward at home for senior night. Sadly, the boys couldn't pull out a win, but the girls did. The boys lost with a score of 53-61, and the girls had a tremendous win. The girls and boys then traveled to Tongi on Thursday, but due to time constraints, I could not get those results. I will be back with you next week for wrestling results from Salina, so stay tuned. That's all I have for this week. Back to you, Allie and Alex.
Thanks, Weston. Hey, Alex, are you free March 18th?
Well, I'm not sure, Allie. Why do you ask?
I really want to buy some raffle tickets in the lunchroom to win some Cher Lloyd concert tickets.
No way. I'll totally go. You better go enter now because today is the last day.
Speaking of Cher Lloyd, Haley went around the school to see if you could finish some lyrics. Let's check it out.
No song. Once you back, yeah.
You got it right.
Something about I want you back. Remember all the things that you and I did first? Yes or no?
Thanks, Haley. Now, but certainly not least, we have Liz with this week's fantastic Out and About.
Howdy everyone, welcome back to another round of Out and About. First up, from MTV Girl Code, Jazime Peluso and Carly Aquilino will be out here doing things to the KC Improv through this Sunday, March 2nd. Go on to the KC Improv website for ticketing and showtimes. Next, did you guys know you can go on ghost tours here in KC? Kansas City's Ghost and Gangsters Tour take place on Friday and Saturday nights. Check out www.kcghostandgangstertour.com for tickets and stories of the most haunted places here in KC. But if you're looking for something on a budget, remember Kansas City has a ton of cool and free museums you can check out, like the World War I Museum, the Nelson Atkins Art Museum, and the Steamboat Arabia Museum. Well, that's all for this week. I'm Elizabeth Barger. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace!
Thanks, Liz. Well, that's all for this week's TP Talk. I'm Allie Washburn.
And I'm Alex Carter. Here's hoping you have a fab Friday.
Or nah.